Here we are. I wanted to deliver a couple of cars. Blown transmission, no more drive. And what have we got here? Another transmission issue. What are you going to say? It sure is my lucky weekend.
Welcome back to Nick's Garage. Nick has one thing he wants to do today: deliver 3 cars.
So we've been working on the shop for a few weeks, working on a few cars. I've delivered a 68 Barracuda, and now I have my client coming in for the Torino, 429 Corporate Jet Torino. I'm gonna take it for a drive right now because I wanna see how it performs with the cast iron intake manifold we put back on. I finally convinced my customer to remove the single plane aluminum intake manifold so it can increase some torque on bottom end. So he agreed with me, and we had it installed. I readjusted his carburetor, and since he had the cast iron at home and he's the original owner like I've mentioned before, we've installed it. So I'm going to take it for a ride right now. I want to see how it goes. We want to see the shifter doesn't get jammed. We also have the shifter adjusted, and at the same time check the ignition, how it works. So let's go for a little joyride. Here we go. And let's go for a ride in our 429 Corporate Jet Ford Torino. Okay, we're just gonna warm it up a little bit. I'm gonna take it for a ride. My customer was looking for misfire on a high RPM and also the loss of power on the acceleration. He had the aluminum single intake manifold in there, so I convinced him into leaving the camshaft that he's put in there and going with the cast iron dual plane that came from the factory, which I installed it. So now I'm going to take it for a ride. I'm sure it's going to be a difference, because we're looking for bottom end torque, and that's it. And the other issue he had that he couldn't turn off the engine when he drove the car. And this is what we did. Look at this. You turn the key, and there you go. We got it off. You put it in reverse, keys out, ignition's off. So he doesn't have to worry about that kill switch anymore. Let's make it simple. Okay, we're gonna go for a ride around the block and see how it goes. It's got no rear view mirror on it, so I'm gonna have to look back on this. This is one beautiful ride. When was the last time I drove a 70 Torino? It was a while back. This is one beautiful ride. Here we go. We're on a lockdown, so I'm trying to keep the crowds as low as possible in my shop. I don't want to have a crowd. I'm here today to deliver a few cars that are ready. And of course, make room for the new cars that are coming in. I've got a client at the shop waiting for me right now, but I'll be there in a few minutes. I just want to take this for a little ride, because this client here is on his way to pick up his car. I just wanted to make a little video with it since I've got it here, and it's a beautiful day today, and I wanted to drive this car because you don't drive Torinos very often, let me tell you, especially with a shaker up in front and a 429 Corporate Jet. Well, let's take it for a drive. I want to kick it a little bit. the customer wanted, but he wanted low-end torque. So this is what I'm here to do. Give him some bottom-end torque. So that's why I've asked him to bring back the cast iron intake, which is a dual plane, which is better for torque at a lower RPM. Well, take another drive. I'll just kick it one more time. I just don't want to kill it. After all, I did not build this engine, so let's take care of it. What a beautiful day. Finally, we got summer here. Shifter's working fine. Didn't get jammed on me yet. Okay, and now let's just drive it normal. Here we go. Let's go park it, wait for the client. What a joyride this is. What a joyride. Beautiful car. I guess he still has his panel to put on. Anyways, that doesn't matter. Reverse lockout to take out the key. And there you have it, a joyride in a 1970 Torino 429 Corbajet 4-speed car. It's a rare ride. It was a joyful ride, let me tell you, and just love it. This week I had all kinds of cars. I've got the Oldsmobile there, 15th anniversary Oldshurst. Got this Corbajet Torino, pretty good. Got the cast iron intake back on. And there we have it. 429 Corbajet. And after fiddling around with the ignition, I had the ignition switch replaced. It was all puffed up. It looked worn out. And the issue with the ignition was all right here. On the voltage regulator was the problem. I never expected that. 44 years in my experience, I've never seen that. After I replaced that, when you turn the key off, the engine went off. So I can't wait to show this to the customer when he comes in. There you have it, 1970. And maybe later on, I might take a drive with the Oldsmobile. See how that one goes.
So far, Nick's day is going according to plan. The Barracuda has already left. The Torino is ready to go. But there are plenty of other cars inside and outside of the shop, all vying for Nick's attention.
So we got our old Hearst special 15th anniversary with the lightning rod shifters. We had to do a little conversion here because the car came from the factory with a 4-speed overdrive automatic transmission. That's what the shifter was designed for. But now my client has a 350 in there, which is a 3-speed. So we had to work around with the shifter. Somebody molested with it way before my customer bought this car. Anyways, we're going to try to do the best we can. So I'm out to take a first drive with it right now. I'm going to try to see if I can learn the shifter. Manny did some tricks with it, see if it works. So let's take a ride and see how it goes.
Like Nick said, the Hearst lightning rods are made to work with a 4-speed, 1 rod per shift. This car has a 3-speed trans, but the owner wants to keep the cool look of the lightning rods. So Manny and Nick have put together a setup that should work with just 2 of the 3 shifters. And this is the first chance that Nick has had to take it for a shakedown run.
And this is one of my favorite GM cars, this body style, like the Buick Regal, the Olds Hearst, beautiful car. Or Hearst Olds, they call it, 15th anniversary. I've always loved these cars. I'm gonna take it for a ride, let's go. You know, it feels great to have nice sunny weather, warm, no snow, no wind, no rain, just beautiful. So it's time to start taking rides with clients' cars, and here we go. Of course, the interior is not done yet. My client's gonna finish it off, but my job is to install the engine that we've done, the transmission, and let's work with the shifter now. I cannot open the windows. I don't have the switches on the doors. My client's gonna do the restoration on the interior when he takes it home. But in the meantime, our job is to get the engine tuned, which we did, and get the shifter to work. And we had to do some modifications on it to make it work on a 3-speed automatic instead of a 4-speed. See if I can do this now. Here we go. I just gotta get used to it. Okay, let's go for a ride. And it's got no safety neutral switch, so I gotta be sure I know what I'm doing. That's reverse, we got reverse. This is neutral. Yeah, it looks like it's easy. Let's see if I remember how to work it. And this is drive. And here we go. And I believe this goes a second. All right, let's see how it goes. Okay, I think I got it. Let's put in neutral. And here we go. This is drive. There's first gear. It's designed to work with two levers for now. Like I said, this is a custom work done on it. We don't have a 4-speed, which the shifter was designed for. We have a 3-speed on the car, transmission-wise. Okay, let's see how it goes. That's drive. That's first. Oh, here we go. First gear. Here we go. What happened here now? Now we're not getting anywhere.
The custom installation of the shifters seemed to be working, until Nick put a little bit of power through that freshly rebuilt transmission. The rods are moving the way they set them up, but the transmission isn't shifting.
Well, looks like we broke down. There goes that tranny. That seems to be coming anywhere.
Luckily, Nick's garage is on a slight hill, and when the car broke down, he was uphill from the shop.
Here we go. I'm gonna roll back into the shop. Let's make it back to the shop, hopefully. It's rolling all the way down the street.
What had started off being a good day just took a turn for the worse.
I don't know. I went from first gear to second gear. It revved up as if it's a neutral. And now I'm trying in every shift. It seems like it's stuck in neutral. Unless the tranny went out. Let me see if the cable didn't come off from the bottom. I wanted to take a look. I'm just gonna go underneath, see if the cable didn't come off. I don't think so. Yeah, the shifter's on there, man. It's working.
Hold on.
Tranny's gone. The transmission is gone. Oh, what a long day for me today. Hey, the tranny's gone. We just had it built. We had it done at the transmission shop. Yeah, it's in park. Manny, put a neutral. I'm going to push you back. I'm going to try to push into the garage. It's one of those days, I guess. Manny, we're going to wind it up and push it into the garage. Val, you want to give us a hand? I think the tranny went.
Oh yeah?
You just got it built. Okay, here we go. Hopefully we can make it. Oh well. There we go. Here's our first road test on the Oldsmobile.
The shakedown run definitely didn't go the way Nick would have liked. And that was just the beginning of his bad news today. All he wanted to do was deliver a few cars and make some room in the shop. But at the end of the day, the shop is still full.
That went great. I wanted to deliver the car this weekend. Customer showing up. Let's take it for a drive. But with my luck, today, I just took it for the first time, and when I floored it, just to try the shift from first to second gear, it just went like from first gear into neutral. And I thought maybe the shifter wasn't working or something, or maybe the cable came off. So I verified everything, and from what I see, it's inside the transmission. So here we go. So we just had it built, and now it has to be removed from the car. But with my luck, the car's stuck in my shop. Now I got to take out the transmission, send it back out to whoever had it built, and have it checked or fixed so I can bring it back and put it on this car and get it delivered. And I'm trying to make space for my shop for some new projects to come in. But it is what it is. Then I had another car delivered today, right here, 68 Barracuda. My client came in, he picked it up, I did the repairs I had to do, install a sway bar, put new tires, do a wheel alignment, relocate the fuel pump, fix a few other items, nothing to do with the transmission. All I did was fix a little cooler line leaking. That's all I did. And then after that, everything went well. I took it for a drive, everything went great. Then my client comes here, took it home, it's a long drive, calls me up after 20 minutes, half an hour, and tells me, Nick, I got first gear, second gear, but I got no drive. I said, what do you mean? I said, listen, the oil level is full. There's nothing wrong with it. The shifter works. I drove it before he picked it up. It worked fine. No, he tells me, Nick, there's no drive. So I sent a tow truck out there and had it picked up, and now it's brought here into my shop. I checked the oil level, it's full, and I know that it's a transmission pump because he's got no drive whatsoever. So here's another one, I gotta take out the transmission. So here's another car that's stuck in my shop, another few days or whatever. I'm trying to deliver cars, make room for new cars like I said before. I'm stuck with it here. And that's all for two, and both cars for transmissions. Now, let's go to the car I've been working on for a long time so I can get it started because it has to be delivered to Australia. We got the engine in, I got it started. I'm gonna start it now for you guys to hear it, but wait till you hear this. You gotta hear this, listen. This is crazy, watch this. Okay, let's get it started. Here we go. It's nice and quiet, eh? It's nice and quiet. Now let me press the clutch. Here we go, watch this now. I'm gonna press the clutch right now. Now I'm gonna let go of the clutch. And I'll press it again. Now I'm gonna let go. There it is. And there you have it. Not only is the disc, pressure plate, and throwout bearing brand new, this is the sound of a throwout bearing, and they're all brand new pieces in there. And with my luck, again, number 3, remove the transmission. You believe that? 3 transmissions in one weekend. It sure is not my day. So I've got a lot of work the upcoming week. I got to remove 3 transmissions, all 3 cars, all in the same week. Great, Nick, great. What else do you want? What else do you want? There you have it, viewers. 3 cars all in one shot. What a bad weekend. Yeah, you know what? Next week we're going to attack them and we're going to get them fixed. I got no choice. I've been through the headaches. Well, that's what they're here for. When they break down, they come here to get fixed. So my job is to get them going. Here we go. Let's get them done. I got to deliver them. And you guys, if you look down below the video, we have a whole bunch of merchandise that you guys can buy. So whatever you like, buy it, love it, wear it, and enjoy it. And help spread the word of Nick's Garage. And if you have some time, check out our Patreon page. We have extra content and you guys can watch it and take it from there. And we'll see you next time.